Hey, welcome. Sometimes the biggest changes in our lives come from the smallest shifts in our thinking. Today, we're going to talk about four powerful but super simple daily reminders that can basically act like a mental reset button and completely change your mindset. Ready? Let's get into it.
But first, I want you to just think about this question for a second. Seriously, right now, what is it that quietly, maybe consistently, just steals your peace of mind? It's a really tough question, I know, but you can't get your peace back until you know what took it. And it turns out there are usually four pretty common culprits. Four habits that, let's be honest, we all fall into sometimes, and they really hold us back. So we're going to break them down, one by one, and look at the simple shift you can make for each one. Okay, our first key is all about making an active choice. See, peace isn't really something you just find lying around. It's something you have to reclaim. So let's talk about taking back what's yours from the number one thing that's probably draining it away. So what is that thing? What's the habit you have to stop? It's comparing yourself to others. The reason to stop is just so simple. It steals your peace of mind. That's it. It is a game you are guaranteed to lose every single time. And here's why that trap is so easy to fall into. We end up measuring our real life, with all the ups and the downs and the boring bits in between against someone else's highlight reel. We're comparing their curated best of moments to our entire unedited director's cut. It's just not a fair fight. It's an impossible standard to live up to. All right, the second big mindset shift is all about time. It's about being really smart about where we put our energy and our focus so we can actually feel happier right now. So, the second thing to stop doing, stop living in the past. It sounds almost too simple, right? But it is so profoundly true. When you're constantly replaying old mistakes or old hurts or even old wins, you're just anchoring yourself to a time you can't change anymore. The past is in the past. And really, the choice we have is crystal clear. You can keep pouring all your energy into the past, which, let's face it, cannot be changed, or you can invest it right here in the present, which is just full of possibilities. So you have to remember, every single moment you spend looking backwards is a moment you're not taking a step forward. Okay, our third key really gets at one of the most common ways we sabotage ourselves. This is all about redefining what success looks like and aiming for a goal that's, frankly, a lot healthier and actually achievable. And here it is, plain and simple. Stop aiming for perfection. Perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. Chasing it is not only completely exhausting, it is a guaranteed way to make yourself feel like you're failing all the time. You're setting yourself up for disappointment before you even start. So, what's the alternative? Well, instead of that unattainable, impossible goal of being perfect, you can make a powerful shift. Just aim to be the best version of yourself. See, this isn't about being flawless. It's about progress. It's about being a little bit better today than you were yesterday. Now that is a goal you can actually win. And that brings us to our final and, maybe the most important key of all. This one is all about that conversation you have inside your own head, that internal monologue that can either build you up or completely tear you down. So the fourth habit we need to stop is putting ourselves down. And the antidote is this powerful reminder. Remember, you are stronger than you think. And look, that isn't just some feel-good phrase. It is a call to action to recognize your own resilience, your own capacity. It's about swapping out that self-criticism for some well-deserved self-compassion. So let's bring it all together. Here it is, your four-step mental reset. Nice and clear. Number 1, stop comparing yourself to others. 2, stop living in the past. 3, stop aiming for perfection. And number 4, stop putting yourself down. These aren't huge, monumental tasks, they're daily choices. They're the small hinges that swing those big doors. And that leaves us with one last, really important question. Look, this is not about mastering all four of these things overnight. It's about starting with one. So take another look at this list. Which one of these four will you focus on starting today? Because making that single choice, that one little shift, well, that could be the start of everything.